Hi everyone, Gabby from Arch Wellness here, coming to you today with a full body HIIT style workout. This is the workout that we're going to be doing today. We're going to start with our warm up, then we're going to go through a 4 exercise circuit twice through, and then we're going to finish off with our abs today. The equipment that we're going to be using today is either, if you have a dumbbell, that's perfect, using any kind of weight that you have around the house. Or I will also be doing one of my sets today with a full jug of what was once orange juice and is now full of water. Any milk jugs or bottles of water that you might have around the house will work out perfectly as well. So go ahead and grab your heavy object to lift with. You only need one of them for the set today. Get some music going. You guys play whatever music that you want. I won't play anything so that you can hear me huffing and puffing away, struggling through this workout, and we'll go ahead and get started. So we're gonna start with our regular warm-up for either the Circuit 60 class or my body sculpt class that I teach in the evenings. We're gonna do the same regular warm-up routine that we normally do for those classes. So if you've taken those classes, you already know what to do. If not, follow along with me. Each exercise that we do for this warm-up, we're gonna do for about 30 seconds, okay? So we're gonna do first some warm-up exercises and then some mobility exercises, and then we'll get started with our first main set. So starting with 30 seconds of high knees up in front. Starting in 3, 2, 1, either marching into those or jumping it out and go. Good, 15 more seconds. Bringing it into kickbacks behind in 3, 2, kicking back behind. Halfway, 15 more seconds. Five, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Coming into our full inchworms. Keeping those knees soft, bringing our hands down to the ground, walking out, holding for a moment, walking it back in, and rolling to the top. Whatever pace for all of these exercises feels right for you, go ahead and do. Good, last 2 here. Good, finishing up that last one. Okay, coming into that long lunge with rotation, starting with leg number 1 first. Good, 1 more, then switching sides. Good, flowing right into leg number 2. Good, last 2. And last 1. Good, stepping those feet out nice and wide, coming into our squat and rock. Nice and low into that squat, coming up, rocking from side to side, opening up that groin. Take your time with these. I don't know about you, but sitting at home all day, every day has made me rather stiff. So definitely take your time with this warm-up. Good, 2 more. Good, we're gonna come into a few mobility exercises now. We're gonna be on the floor, so either on your rug or a mat if you have it. We're gonna start on our hands and knees for cats and cows. Think about exhaling as you push your spine up to the ceiling, tucking that chin, tucking that tailbone. Inhaling as your eyes come up forward. Good, 1 more here. And then sinking back into child's pose, going from child's pose into cobra. Keeping that chest nice and low to your mat, gliding along that mat, pushing up into cobra pose, pausing for a moment, feeling that stretch, and then bringing it back into child's pose. Good, last one. Good, coming back onto our hands and knees. Coming into our thread the needle, bringing one arm off of our mat, rotating up towards the ceiling. Then bringing that arm under our other arm, bringing that shoulder to the ground all the way through. Think about inhaling up to the ceiling and exhaling down to the ground. Switching sides. Perfect. We have 3 more mobility exercises and then we'll get started with our main set. We're going to spread our knees out as wide as is possible here, coming into tactical frog, coming down onto our forearms, rocking back into that stretch, coming forward out of it and rocking back into it. Good, keeping our knees where they are, we're gonna walk our forearms forward slightly, picking our feet up into the air, coming back and forth like windshield wipers. Good, 3, 2, 1. Coming all the way back up onto our knees here. From here, we're gonna fall forward into a push-up. So the closer that your hands land to your knees, the easier this will be. The further away your hands land, the more challenging this will be. Good, go ahead for 5 push-ups. All right, nice job. All done with our warm-up. Go ahead and grab a sip of water. We'll get started in just 30 seconds with our first set, which again, here's another peek at it for you. We're gonna start with a single arm snatch, going into a single leg deadlift with row, coming into a bicep curl and a tricep kickback combined, and ending with that reverse lunge with rotation. Go ahead and grab your one weight and we'll get started in just about 10 seconds. So each of those 4 exercises we're gonna do for 1 minute each. Arm number 1 for 30 seconds, then arm number 2 for 30 seconds, or vice versa. We're gonna do that whole set twice through. So each exercise we do today, you're gonna see twice. Each exercise we're gonna do for 1 minute each time. Go ahead and grab your weight. Coming into our single arm snatch. So option 1, if that full snatch is too difficult for you, holding that weight in between our legs, coming into our nice low squat, coming up and down here. If you feel comfortable going into that snatch, we're gonna start nice and low. As we stand up, we're gonna bring that bottle with us up overhead. Careful of your ceiling. Okay, we're gonna get started with arm number 1 for 30 seconds. In 30 seconds, we're gonna switch to arm number 2, starting in 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. Go into arm number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Switching arms, 30 seconds. And 1. Flowing into exercise number 2, that deadlift. Option 1, regular deadlift, coming forward, adding that row in, coming right back up. Option 2, single leg deadlift, coming forward, rowing, and coming right back up. If you're doing option 2, switch legs after 30 seconds, starting in 5, 3, 2, and 1. Leg number 1. Good. Switching in 3, 2, 1. Flowing into leg number 2 and arm number 2. Woo. Don't do that. Good. 10 more seconds. Three, 2, 1. Good. Coming into our bicep curl and tricep kickback. So we're going to combine those 2 exercises together. One weight in hand again. We're going to come into a half bent over stance, and we can rest our opposite hand on our opposite leg for a little bit of back support. First, I'm going to slowly with control curl that hand up to my shoulder. Then slowly with control, I'm going to kick it back behind. Going arm number 1 for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Good. Switching arms in 5, 3, 2, 1, and same thing with arm number 2. 2, and 1. Nice job. Exercise number 4 here, last one of this set. We're gonna do a reverse lunge with rotation. So option 1, if you don't love the reverse lunge, is just a squat. Squat, pushing to the side, squat, pushing to the side. What we're gonna do with our reverse lunge is whichever leg is stepping back, we're gonna rotate the opposite way from that leg. So if my left leg is in front, my right leg is stepping back for that lunge. I'm gonna push my weight towards the left side before coming back to center. Up to you if you want to switch legs, one then the other, or do 30 seconds leg number 1, then 30 seconds leg number 2. I'm going to do 30 and 30, starting in 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Flowing right into leg number 2. Five seconds. And 1. Nice job, guys. High five through the phone. Boom. We're gonna come back in 30 seconds. Do that all one more time through. All of those exercises, same exact thing, one more time through, and then we'll finish off with some abs at the end. Whew. Just know, everybody watching this, I miss having all of you in class. It's a lot more fun than working out in a room by yourself, talking to yourself. Coming into our second set, grabbing that weight. I'm gonna grab my dumbbell this time just to mix it up. You can totally use the same thing that you are already using. Coming into that overhead single arm snatch. Starting with arm number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Three, 2, 1. Switching sides, 30 seconds. Five, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And 5 seconds going into that single leg deadlift with row. 3, 2, 1. Good. Last 2 switching. Flowing into arm number 2. Good. Keep it going for 30 seconds. 2, and 1. Good. Coming into that bicep curl and tricep kickback, starting in 5, 3, 2, 1. Five, 3, 2, 1, and switching sides, arm number 2. Five, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Last one here, that reverse lunge with rotation. Starting with leg number 1 for 30, then leg number 2 for 30. Remember, whichever leg you're stepping back with, you're rotating and pushing the opposite way. 3, 2, 1. Five, 3, 2, 1. Flowing into leg number 2. Three, 2, and 1. Nice job. Woo. Very nice job, you guys. Finishing it off here with some abs. 2 exercises, 30 seconds each. We're gonna do our sit-up and then our reverse crunch. Grab some air, grab some water. We're gonna start in 30 seconds. Up to you. If you want to add extra weight to your sit-ups, absolutely up to you. We're going to go for 30 seconds, and then we're going to come right into those reverse crunches. Exercise number 1, followed immediately by exercise number 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we'll be done for today. Almost there, everyone. All right. I'm going to come back to my water jug that I feel like so many of you might have at home, and if you don't have weights. Coming into our sit-up, option 1, with or without your weight, is a crunch. Just bringing your head and shoulders up off of the ground. Option 2 is the full sit-up. Coming all the way up off the ground, coming all the way back down. I do not want to see you throwing those arms forward and riding that momentum wave. You cheater pants, you. No one will know, but you will know. Starting for 30 seconds for those sit-ups or crunches. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Halfway. 1. Nice job. Coming to those reverse crunches. Option 1, having hands under the hips. Legs up at 90 degrees, tapping one leg and the other leg. Option 2, the full reverse crunch, hands under the hips. Starting with legs in and shooting those legs out straight, hovering over the ground, coming in and out. For 30 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Halfway. 5, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Coming back to those sit-ups or crunches for 30 seconds. 1 minute of exercise to go. Almost done. Starting in 5, 3, 2, 1. Almost there. Halfway. 5, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Feeling those today. Last 30 seconds here. Those reverse crunches almost done. And then I'll meet you in a stretch at the end. Last 30 seconds here. Finishing strong. Give me all you got. Starting in 5, 3, 2, 1. Halfway. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Go ahead and flip on over into Cobra pose. We're going to finish off with just 5 minutes of stretching. I'll meet you in Cobra pose, stretching out those abs. Good. From here, we're going to push into downward dog, pushing first one heel, then the other into the ground. Good. Bringing leg number 1 up into the air, bringing that knee in between our hands for a pigeon pose. Good. Pushing back into downward dog for a moment, then coming into pigeon pose on the other side. Good. Think about taking big deep breaths this whole time. Good. We're going to come back into downward dog for the last time. Then we're going to come down into the bottom of the lunge position from there. Pushing into downward dog. Then bringing one knee down, our other foot down like the bottom of a lunge. From here, we're going to rock forward for that hip flexor. And then coming back up to neutral, popping that front heel forward for those hamstrings. Coming back up to neutral and switching sides when you're ready. Leaning into that hip flexor on the other side. Bringing it back to neutral and popping that front heel forward for those hamstrings. All right, bringing it back up to neutral when you are ready. Well, fabulous job today, everyone. Thank you for following along, assuming that I am talking to anyone and not just myself. At this point, if you did 1 round of that circuit today, if you did 5 rounds of that circuit today, all that matters is that you got up, you got moving, and you did something that resembled a workout today. So fabulous job. I'll be back with you next time for another workout. 3 claps on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Rocked it, and have an awesome rest of your day.